We no longer live in neutral environments. Almost everything around us is designed to capture attention, shape behavior, and influence perception. Not always through force, not always through fear. Sometimes through comfort, sometimes through habit, sometimes through endless stimulation that never gives your mind a chance to breathe. These systems do not need chains. They only need access to your focus. Number 1. You are not scrolling. You are being scrolled. Every swipe feels small. Every tap feels harmless. Just one more post, one more video, one more refresh. But the system is not passive. It is active, adaptive, and engineered to keep you moving. You think you are consuming content. In reality, the platform is consuming your attention, studying your behavior, and learning how to hold you for longer. It does not ask for your life all at once. It takes it a few seconds at a time. Number 2, you are drowning in news, trapped by algorithms. Information once promised clarity. Now it often creates overload. Headlines come faster than thought. Outrage arrives before understanding. And algorithms do not reward what is most important. They reward what is most clickable, most emotional, most difficult to ignore. The result is a mind flooded with updates, but starved of depth. You know more fragments than ever before, and yet understand less of the whole. Number 3, you can't escape the algorithm, but it knows how to trap you. The algorithm watches what you pause on, what you replay, what makes you angry, what makes you curious, what makes you stay. Then it builds a version of reality around those reactions. Not to help you grow, but to keep you engaged. It does not need to be perfect. It only needs to be good enough to keep predicting what will pull you back. That is the trap, a system that learns you faster than you learn yourself. Number 4, you overwork just to keep up, but the hustle never ceases. Modern pressure rarely announces itself as oppression. It arrives disguised as ambition. Be more productive, be more available, do more. Build more, answer faster, fall behind. And so people begin treating exhaustion like discipline. They confuse burnout with progress, but a system that keeps you permanently tired also keeps you easier to direct, because exhausted people do not reflect deeply. They survive the day and repeat the cycle. Number 5. Chasing success, caught in a cycle. 2:30 to 3 o'clock. Success is one of the strongest stories ever sold to the human mind. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep climbing. But many people never stop to ask, whose definition of success are they chasing? The system offers an endless ladder, but never tells you where it ends. So people sacrifice peace for status, health for output, and time for a destination they were taught to want. A cycle becomes dangerous when it feels like purpose. Number 6, lost in endless scrolling to tune out reality. Sometimes people do not scroll because they are entertained. They scroll because they are tired, because they are lonely, because they want silence, without actually being alone with their thoughts. The feed becomes anesthesia, a way to blur discomfort without solving it. But escape has a cost. Time disappears, attention fragments, reality gets weaker, and the more life feels heavy, the easier it becomes to disappear into distraction. Number 7, everyone tells you to keep pushing, achieve more. But at what cost? External pressure becomes internal pressure faster than most people notice. At first, Society tells you to keep going. Then you start telling it to yourself. Rest feels like guilt. Stillness feels like failure. And self-worth becomes tied to output. This is how systems become invisible when they no longer need to command you from outside, because you have already absorbed the command within. That is a deeper form of control, not imposed. Internalized. Number 8. Scrolling endlessly, drifting apart daily. 4 o'clock to 4:30. Attention is not only a personal resource, it is also relational. What you repeatedly give your mind to shapes what you no longer give to other people. A screen can sit between two people. Without physically separating them, conversations get shorter. Presence gets weaker. Intimacy fades quietly. And often the damage is not dramatic enough to shock you. It is gradual, which makes it easier to ignore until the connection is already gone. Number 9. The system works best when you stop noticing it. The most effective systems do not feel violent. They feel normal. That is what makes them powerful. When distraction feels ordinary. When exhaustion feels admirable. When overload feels inevitable. When isolation feels routine. Control no longer looks like control. It looks like everyday life, and that is the real danger. Because the question is no longer whether these systems exist. The question is, how much of your mind have they already taken? You are not scrolling. You are being controlled. Every swipe, every tap, every pause is tracked, learned, and optimized. You don't see reality anymore. You see what algorithms decide to show you. The more you scroll, the more predictable you become. Tired minds don't question. They react, and that's where control becomes invisible. Do you even notice it? Thanks for watching. Follow for more DualVaultMedia.